Hey, 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 it's Fat Sharon. Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be on my drug addiction, or part of it, because I can't really tell the whole story in one video. It would be way too long, and you guys probably wouldn't even sit and watch it. But, before we do any of that, please, 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 can you like it? Watch it. Just watch it. Alright? Give me 5 minutes of your day. Watch the video. Like it. Comment. Subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get my channel going. And it's really hard in the beginning because I'm competing with younger people having babies and doing this and that. And, their life is a lot more interesting. But I think my life is interesting as well. So give me 5 minutes, okay? Okay. Also, share the video. Share it with your friends, your family, anybody. Just share it. And, yeah, please, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just watch it. Alright, well, let's get into today's video. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about my addiction, and also addiction of anybody that has, you know, um, has that issue going on in their life. Now, let me see. My addiction started when I was like 15. And with everything, it started with marijuana, weed, pot, whatever you want to call it. Um, I started smoking pot with my very first boyfriend. And he was smoking weed all the time, so I just started smoking it like a dummy. You're around somebody that smokes weed, so you start doing it like a dummy, yeah. And then after pot, I used to drink. Now I wasn't one of these people that drank hard liquor or this or that. Nothing. No. Only thing I drank was Budweiser. That's it. Budweiser. And I drank that every day. I would go to work, and I would work all day. I waitress. I didn't have a great job, but I had a job, and I waitressed all day for like 8 hours or whatever, and then I would get tips every day. So I would have money every day. So I would go to the bar, and I would sit there and drink, go smoke a blunt, come back, drink some more. And then after a couple of years of doing that, I started with cocaine, and I started using cocaine a lot. I would snort lines of it. I would go to New York. I lived in Newark, where drugs are really prevalent there too. I mean, you can get anything you want in Newark. You just got to know who to go to and where to go. Because if you just go to anybody, you're gonna get ripped off, especially if you're white. And I'm not saying that to be racist anyway. It's just the way it is. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about black people, Spanish, whatever. No, that's not it. But being white and going into certain neighborhoods, you have to know who to go to. You can't just walk up in there and say, hey, blah, 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 because that ain't going to work. You're going to get your money taken, probably punched in the face or something, and they're going to laugh and walk away from you. So what you do is you go through somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, somebody will say, okay, hey, I'm going here, blah, 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 blah. And you say, okay, I'll come with you. And then you meet the person that they go to. And then you take it from there. You just say, okay, hey, I do this, this, and this, so, I'll be around, and, or you get a phone number, and you text them and say, hey, meet me such and such, and that I did for a long time. That was, yeah, cocaine. I used to just snort lines of cocaine. But then, after I went from snorting lines, I went to smoking crack. Now, I don't know anybody out there, if you ever smoke crack, you become a whole different person. It's like a whole, like snorting lines of coke, you're okay. But once you start smoking cocaine and crack, oh my God, your whole life just changes because everything becomes about that hit. You know, everything. So you make sure you have money, you make sure. But let me tell you something, and which is so true. Crackheads are different from regular drug addicted people. You know, a crackhead will get up at the crack of dawn and go out there and hustle up and do what they gotta do to make that money. If you go into any neighborhood, you'll see the crackhead. They're the ones running all around the neighborhood because they're trying to get money for that hit, and they're the craziest. Yeah, and I smoked crack, but I wasn't. Mm, let me see how I can put this. I wasn't like the typical crackhead. I would smoke it, and then, mm, you know, I would do lines of coke or whatever. But as I went on, it got worse. And then I started taking pills. I was taking like OxyContin, Xanax, Percocets, whatever was on the table. You know, I was one of those people. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you, I'll do that. And then I did that for many years. Many years. I drank, I smoked weed, I took pills, and I smoked crack, and did lines of coke. And that, oh my goodness, that went on for 10, 15 years. And then I met this guy. He's now dead, and that's another video. I'll tell you about that in another video. But he turned me on to heroin. Now, I don't know anybody out there that has done heroin or tried it or thinking about trying it. You need to listen right now. Heroin is not nothing to play with. It is not like something you say, oh well, I'm gonna do it and then not do it anymore. No. That drug gets into your system and messes with your brain and your chemistry, and you become a slave to it. And that's the best way I can put it. A slave to it. Because you now, if you don't have it, you will be sick. And I don't mean like runny nose or something. I mean like horrible, like the worst flu you ever had. You will have like where you can't sit still. You can't sleep. You don't want to eat. You just need that drug to make you feel better. And that's a whole nother ball of wax, because let me tell you, it will take you from living a sort of normal life to a whole nother game, a whole nother channel. You know, you don't you don't own you anymore. That runs you. And it becomes, I started out sniffing just very little bits, because it's very strong, especially now with the fentanyl. Fentanyl is killing people like crazy. I don't know if you're out there, you're addicted, and you're doing fentanyl. If you are, you're stupid. Well, no. I'm going to take that back. You're not stupid, but I worry for you because fentanyl kills. It is so much stronger than heroin. And people that, do regular heroin and say they're shooting it up or whatnot, that you go and, say you take a bag of dope, put it in a spoon, you shoot it up, okay. But if you did that with fentanyl, you'd be dead, because you can't do what you were doing heroin, The fentanyl is like 100 times more stronger, and it's so much more potent, and it was dropping people like crazy. Like crazy people were dying for it. And now, because of that, now in New Jersey, I don't know about your state where you live, but in New Jersey, we used to have this governor. His name was Chris Christie. He didn't care about drug addiction. He didn't care, people on methadone, nothing, all this, nothing. He didn't care, But After he was in office, I want to say a couple of years, his son died of an overdose, and he went on the warpath in New Jersey. He made like if you get caught with a bag of dope, you're going to jail for 10 years. You know, all this crazy. If you have a set on you, you know, if you're shooting it and you got your set on you, you're going to jail for that. Because, and he wanted to stop all methadone clinics. He wanted everything stopped. He made it bad for like the people in the state of New Jersey to go on methadone. He didn't want nobody on methadone. He wanted to take it all away. He made it bad for everybody. Like the doctors, no more giving out Xanax, no more giving out OxyContin or nothing. They, it was like no, and all the doctors stopped doing it because they wanted to stay in business. One, and two, they didn't want to get in trouble. You know, because if they give their patient something and the patient dies because the stupid person takes 5 pills or whatever, then that's it. It's a done deal, you know. So yeah, so the whole state changed after his son died of an overdose. Now I'm sorry, the kid died. You know, I feel bad for his family. You know, that's horrible. Who you know wants to you know have their child die? You know, and that's another video. I'll get into another video on that. But yeah, so yeah, so I went on heroin, and I was on heroin for many years. All through my 30s, I was on heroin. I'm now off, but I'm on methadone, and methadone is a very strong drug. I'm on a very low dosage though. I'm not taking it to get high or be happy or whatever. No, I am taking it because I don't want to be sick every day. And I tried so many times to quit. Oh my God, I tried, and I would try and go through the sickness, and it would just get to me so bad that I felt like I was literally dying. I did, and it's horrible. It's horrible. If anybody out there that is watching this video is even thinking about trying it, please don't. Please use your better judgment. I don't condone any drug using. I'm just telling my story. You know, I'm hoping that somebody else will watch this and say, you know what? I don't want to go down that path. You know, it's horrible. And now there are so many people. Like when I go to the clinic, there are so many young kids coming in, like 17, 18, 20, and they're addicted. They're horribly addicted, and they're like little crazy people. You know, their whole make is different. Like they're not interested in dating or nothing. What they're interested in getting that drug in their system every day, and that's their life. They get up in the morning, they go to the methadone clinic so they can get off E, and then they get out there and hustle money so they can buy drugs, buy heroin all day, and sit and shoot it all day. And yeah, it's a horrible life. I've lived it. I've walked that path, and I wish I never would have. You know, because it's that path doesn't take you anywhere but to either jail or death. One of those two. And you will get busted. Your luck will run out sooner or later. You could be going to the same spot getting your shit every day. Every day. It just takes that one time for the cop to see your dumb butt there where you shouldn't be. You know? Cop knows. They know. They're not stupid. They're in that area every friggin' day. They know who lives there. They know who lives in the project. They see them every day. They know who's dealing. They know everything. They're out there every day, just like the dealers and everybody else. You know? They know. So they see you going up to a known drug dealer. Of course, they know you're buying drugs. And what are they going to do? They're going to wait for you to get back in your friggin' car and start driving away and then pull your ass over. And then there you go. You go to jail. You know? And I've had that happen. But that's another video. But yeah, I don't want to keep this too long because this video is getting long. But I thank you for listening. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.